What's up? Guys, I'm Kyle.
No, bro, I'm Kyle.
Oh, hey, Kyle.
Navy versus Air Force Q&A. You guys have been waiting for it.
Yeah, I'm
We're
really
gonna
excited.
be the first ones to do it. Cesar Del Toro said, why not the Marines? Hoorah! Hoorah, Marine! Hoorah! Oh, ota! Oh, alright.
Alright.
As you were.
As you were.
Did you guys say that?
As you were.
As you were. As you were. Brittany Cole, my brother is in the Air Force and I want to be in the Navy, but my family is telling me to be like my brother, so I have no idea what to do in this situation. Should I follow my heart or listen to my family?
If you do something that you know, your family's telling you to do and you don't like it, there's going to be a lot of resentment.
A lot.
You're going to resent them. You know, you got to stick with your gut. You got to stick with what you want to do.
Other people might have suggestions for me.
Correct.
But I know what's best for myself.
Correct.
So that's pretty much my only advice I have.
Yeah,
just
and
follow your heart.
I just want to preface this. I will cut you off in this video. You will be cut off.
It happens. I cut McKenna off all the time.
So now we get a little taste of our own medicine.
Tennis Man said hair and guideline restrictions.
I know for the Navy, we have to have our hair. We can't go below the middle of the ear.
This little knob right
here. A little
here?
nub in your ear. It can't be touching. It can't go below for the Navy. You know, it can't go touch your, what is it?
Eyebrows.
Yeah, I forgot. Eyelash, eyebrow. 2 inches in bulk, 4 inches in length. So it's pretty much the same.
Air Force, we can go down to the bottom of your earlobe.
Okay.
So you get those sideburns, you can get
grow
some
out.
chops going.
You get the chops
sort
in
of.
the Air Force.
But the eyebrows thing is the same. Length is different. We have unlimited length. Mine was like 6 inches.
You were growing it out, and you were doing the nice little undercut. You had like a little fade,
and now it's gone.
And now you're back to the military haircut.
I hate it.
They say we can't do anything fashionable. Faddish.
Faddish, yeah. So,
wrong word.
And faddish is up to whoever wants to say what's faddish. So
technically, this would be in regs. If I put a little, do a little comb over, that'll be fine.
Yeah.
You can have your hair like this. Just you gotta have it, kind of gelled down a little bit. It can't be all crazy.
Our Chisel.
That's my boy Archie.
Oh, our Chisel. This is like a three-way collab right now. But Archie's not here right now.
You're here in spirit.
So, what do sailors and airmen think about soldiers, stereotypes, PG standards, promotion, lifestyle, etc.?
Get the rock. Get the rock. Get the rock.
The Army is more hardcore than the Air Force. Like, I can't really talk down on the Army because you guys put up with way more crap in the field and everything than I have to. So.
Right, very true. I feel like the Navy, we have a little more leeway to talk crap towards the Army.
Yeah.
Because
everybody's just,
we're out there on the ocean, kicking at, the A word, being pirates. And wait, McKenna, I got you. Keeping this PG.
Like, this goes back to what we said earlier about it's all joking between the branches. Like people that are in,
good fun.
A lot of people talk crap when you're in, but the civilians don't understand that it's really not. It's not that we hate them.
Yeah, like we'll talk crap to each other, then we'll turn around and we'll have a drink. We'll be best buds.
Stereotypes. We do think you guys are dumb.
Yeah, you're not the brightest bunch. What's the minimum ASVAB?
They got the lowest. I'm pretty sure.
The lowest. But the key is you guys have to be self-aware of yourself. The Army, you guys know. You guys know what's perpetuate. Yo, I just tried to use a big word and I failed, and I'm talking about the Army and how they're not smart. That's going in.
Sam Snedden said, how much less traveling do you do if you are in the Air Force compared to the Navy?
In the Navy, one of the main reasons people join is to see the world.
That's why I joined the Air Force.
Hit the ports. Yeah. Now in the Air Force, I know that you guys you get deployed, you go into the Middle East, right? And you're stationed there for, you said, 4 to 6 months. Navy deployment, we're going 8 months is kind of the fleet-wide deployment, and you're out on a ship.
But you're not on the ship for the 8 months straight.
No. 30, 40 days at sea. If you're combat deployed, you might do up to 50 days at sea straight. And then you're gonna get a little break. You're gonna go into port for 4 to 5 days.
Where are some of the places you guys port?
You'll hit Southeast Asia, you're gonna hit Thailand, Singapore, Australia. You're gonna hit Hong Kong. You're gonna hit the Middle East as well. So we'll go to Bahrain, we'll go to Dubai. Even in the Mediterranean, you can hit Turkey.
And how often did you do those?
4 years that I was in the Navy, I was deployed twice. So I did a 9-month deployment.
I hit my 4-year mark in 2 months.
Dude, you're about to
Guess how many times I deployed?
Goose egg.
Exactly.
Goose egg. Well, that is where a lot of the jealousy comes between branches, because I'm like, dang, like I could have spent my time just chilled and have to be on the Death Star CVN-72 for 8 months. My first deployment, Thailand, Dubai, Bahrain, and Turkey. My second deployment, Singapore, Hong Kong, Korea, Australia, Philippines.
So right there in 2 deployments.
So and I lived in Japan. On top of that, so 10 different countries, and in those countries, we're there for 3, 4, 5 days, doing whatever, exploring, sightseeing, a little bit of partying.
I saw 2 countries in the 4 years that I've been in so far.
So
through work, and that was Japan and the United States.
So you will see.
The United States even count?
No, we don't.
Yeah, so 1.
Japan.
I've seen 1 country in the 4 years. If you want to travel more, you're gonna have better chances with the Navy.
Yeah, in the Air Force, you're gonna be at a place for a long time.
A lot of this stuff depends on your job too. Some career fields will travel more than others. We're not gonna tell you exactly how your experience is. So take this with a grain of salt. You could listen to us and join the Air Force or the Navy and have a complete opposite experience.
Yes.
Because that's how the military is.
That's how it is. You never really know what you're gonna get. Yeah. It's always like a surprise.
Blackbird 505 said, who has better pilots?
Come on.
I don't really know a whole lot about it, but I'm gonna have to say the Navy just because they do land on aircraft carriers.
Us being both aviation, we have a great respect for pilots. You know, it's an incredible thing. But you're getting launched off a catapult, off of a ship floating in the middle of the ocean, and you're landing back on that ship. And the way you land, pretty much the aircraft has a tail hook and it catches a giant rubber band. And that's how the aircraft gets slowed down.
In the Air Force, you just have endless runway. I think Navy's gonna take the better, more skilled pilots.
Just imagine, so we were out at sea, crazy storm. Like, storm kind of came out of nowhere, and we had pilots, they were flying slow flight ops, so they had to come land on a pitching boat,
going like this.
Huge waves, the boat's moving, 40 knots of wind, and then
you have to like they'll hover with it, but they like make, because I like watched a video on it, and I'm like, that's insane that you have to have the same rhythm of the boat.
Right, and if they mess up, I'm standing right there on the flight deck. They're gonna hit me if they mess up.
The flight deck's one of the most dangerous places for maintenance, aircraft maintenance.
It is
in the military in general,
and it's one of the most dangerous places I think in the world for what goes on. It's like it's a ballet. It's a very dangerous.
I wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah, I think you would have fun working on the flight deck though, because it's super.
It's probably like an adrenaline rush.
It is such an adrenaline rush. It's insane. Just imagine an F-18 trapping a wire 10 feet in front of you, and all the power of that jet. You would feel it in your body.
That's why you were all hua when you were in.
That's why now.
You were like, yeah. Tombstone 1195 said, does either branch get respect in the civilian world? Even civilians who have never served make fun of me for not joining the Marines or the Army.
Go la, go la. You know,
for one, they're not in the military. They've never been in the military.
So what is their opinion is zilch.
Doesn't matter.
If they're making an assumption about the military and they've never been in it.
I mean, you just saw us act like Marines, so.
Exactly. Come on.
No, like for real though, this is like joking. And satire is what it is. We don't mean it. It's just like, it's a joke. Ooh, Marine.
Yeah,
it's a joke.
It's a joke, guys. It's okay, guys.
But that's what the civilians don't get. That it's a joke.
Yeah, you know
so they'll make fun of you, but they don't know.
Every branch has their own thing they say about the other branch.
All in all, like we're all doing our part. You know, like we all signed up. We all are serving our country. So really, for a civilian that hasn't served to make fun of you for wanting to serve a certain branch, why not turn around and make fun of them for not being willing to serve their country at all?
Make fun of them.
I just don't agree with someone making fun of you when they've not served themselves.
Don't you know? From the military, you'll also you'll develop very thick skin.
Well, unless you join the Air Force.
Then
Mackie Harp said, do you suggest joining ROTC in college or not? If you're gonna pay to go to college and you 100% want to join the Air Force or any branch as an officer, I think it would be dumb to not do ROTC because they'll help pay for your college and then you commission after.
Yeah.
As opposed to you finish your 4-year degree, you pay for it, and then you try to do OTS after. If you're for sure 100% on board with it, it would make sense to do ROTC if you really, really do want to join the military. Elena Pyle said, how long are the contracts for both? And they're actually different. I didn't really know this.
Yeah, now, you know, in the Navy, it's pretty much, you have most jobs are going to be a 4-year contract.
So they don't push a 6-year.
They don't push. Only 6-year contracts are going to be your jobs like nukes, your spec ops, maybe some cryptos. They're going to be in school for like 2 years. So they have to, okay, you're not going to be in school for 2 years and only be 2 years of service and then you're done. No, they want to get that time. They put that time and money in you, they're going to get it.
So with the Air Force, it's 4 or 6 years, but they try to push the 6-year on everybody.
Right.
And it can be a 4-year like the Navy, but for the Navy, you sign up and it's just a 4-year. So say for my job, they're like, oh, you want to do this job? Cool, 4-year contract, here you go. In the Air Force, most of you guys probably know, the recruiters are going to push the 6-year contract as hard as they can. It's not mandatory to do that 6-year for nearly all the jobs in the Air Force.
I'm sure they hype it up. I'm sure they make it sound like the best
People have said things like, you'll make $50,000 more, you'll make...
I love those buzzwords, dude. 50K.
You can't re-enlist if you sign a 4-year, which that's not true either. There's a lot of things that people hear. So most of the reasons, I made some videos on this also about the 4 versus 6-year contracts if you guys want to look it up. So pretty much if I didn't say it in that video, it's probably not true.
What a lot of people do in the Navy though, like they extend. You can extend maybe a year.
We can do that in the Air Force too, so keep that in mind if you sign a 4-year. You can extend a year or 2 years. It is not mandatory to do a 6-year in the Air Force. You can do 4 or 6, and then Navy, they pretty much just a 4. Antonio Talavera.
Oh, I know Antonio.
Oh, for real?
That's he always comments on my video. Hey, what's up, bro?
Q&A, what did you get on the ASVAB?
Who's smarter? The ASVAB score?
You go first.
I feel like we're like the same intellectual. We're the same intellectual kind of.
I guess we're gonna find out based off our ASVAB score. When did you take your ASVAB though?
I took mine right after high school. I didn't preface.
So
I didn't study.
19?
I was 18. I had just graduated high school.
I took mine when I was 21.
That's gonna vary in maturity, but also in preparation. But I scored an 80.
Oh, I got an 82.
Dude, I knew it. I literally did not know. I had no idea we were that close, but I had a feeling it was close.
We're like right there. Like the same person, different body.
Same person, different.
Sergeant Darius said, can certain training schools or duty stations be guaranteed to me upon enlistment in the Navy or Air Force? Your school is going to be dependent on your career field. So
on your job.
In the Air Force, we have several tech schools all over the United States.
So you call your schools tech schools?
Yes.
So after boot camp, you go to tech school.
Yeah.
After our boot camp, you'll go to A school.
That sounds dumb.
And you might go to C school. You might go to C
Where's
school.
B school?
There's no B. I don't know. I literally don't know why it goes A to C.
That doesn't make sense.
The Navy. It's the military. If it doesn't make sense, it's probably right. It's probably the military.
So for ours, there's multiple all over the states, but depending on what your job is specifically, like my career field, I can only go to Pensacola, Florida. That's it. You can't get a tech school location guaranteed because your location is based off your job, which your job is also not guaranteed.
So what we're learning here,
it's like rolling the dice.
To roll the dice. Now in the Navy, you'll pick your rate, right? You'll go to MEPS, you'll be like, hey, I got my job, cool. And then you can look up, for this job, I'm gonna go to Pensacola. So for a lot of aviation, for all the aviation rates in the Navy, you're going to Pensacola.
We both were at Pensacola.
We were both at Pensacola. So it just depends on your job, you know, where you're gonna go to your school. And also for the Navy, if you're gonna go to a C school for further training, that depends if your squadron or command wants to send you there. I went to my A school for aviation mechanic for my job. And then out of my A school, I picked helicopters.
So then you had a specific C school for helicopters.
Exactly.
People that had fixed wing went somewhere else.
Exactly.
Right? Okay. So that's same for Air Force.
Yeah.
Pretty much just dependent off your job. Jake Dodo said, can you become an officer in either one with less than 2 years of college experience or a community college degree?
You need a degree to be an officer.
Yeah.
Nothing around that.
Any branch. 4 years requirement. Jake Trey said, what's the food like for both places?
Pensacola. We had this.
It was like the best
Yeah.
Navy DFAC,
Combined
whatever
base.
you call it. What do you guys call it? We call it DFAC, or dining facility.
Oh yeah,
You
I was
guys
like,
call it
what?
the galley.
It's the galley.
Yeah.
We call it the galley.
The best food ever. Like
Yeah.
it was awesome. But also was rated, probably when you were there, it was like the #1 galley in the Navy. It was when we were there. It was the number
I'm
one
sure
in
it
the
still
Navy.
is. They had Krispy Kremes on a platter every day.
It was amazing.
But then this is where the food though starts to differ. Food on deployment on a ship.
Is it like the movies? When they're just like,
look.
when they're just like,
Look. Random meats. Yesterday's dinner
Mystery meat.
is today's lunch. Is yesterday's breakfast. Is tomorrow's celebratory meal. It's ridiculous. They just cook everything in these giant pots. You get some food here, some stuff there. Maybe a salad bar. Maybe some cold chicken.
See, that won't really happen in there.
Some powdered eggs on the ship. We would have our holiday, Christmas, Thanksgiving. They would bring out the good food, right? Like they would actually carve a big ham. You would have to wait 2 hours in line sometimes. All the way down the galley, all the way up the ladder well, all the way down the hangar bay. Just to go in food. And you know how important his flight schedule is and flight ops.
Yeah.
They're like, do you think I have time to wait 2 hours?
No.
I'm not getting that food. I gotta go down and get the crappy food.
I think overall Air Force is going to have the better food.
How was your food in boot camp?
It was amazing. I loved it. Breakfast, amazing. Their pancakes were phenomenal.
Really?
Yeah. I would even make peanut butter jelly pancake sandwiches. It was so good. And then like I would eat like
Did you gain weight in boot camp?
Oh yeah, I gained like 10 pounds.
Yeah.
But I like had like a stomach when I left. Because I would eat like 3 plates of food every single day and it was amazing. I loved it. The basic training and your duty stations better food,
yeah.
But I think training wise, at least in Pensacola, Navy takes it. Nelson Camacho said, challenge coins. JT, I'm still waiting here, man. Trust me, he will totally snap.
I'm scared. This guy's gonna hurt me. I'm gonna do a challenge coin video.
I need to do a challenge coin video.
Do you have challenge coins?
Yeah.
I have like 7.
I think I have like 10 or 11.
You have 10 challenge coins?
Something.
How'd you get so many? It's supposed to be like hard to get.
I'm Kyle Gott. No.
It's Kyle freaking Gott here, boys. Boys.
But I get a lot from, not from like work people, like people that are retired or like stuff like that. Like,
okay, no. I got one from some...
But this is for your video. You gotta do a
I'm doing... It's coming. I'm already... This guy's got me. He's got me tilted.
Bobby M said if you had to join another branch, which one would it be?
You know I'm going chair. I'm going Air Force.
I couldn't be on a boat.
No boat? Yeah.
No, I couldn't do it. So I would say Army.
You be Drip 46 now?
I would be the next Drip 46.
Or Art Chisel? Which one is the Army YouTuber? Would you say it's Drip or Archie?
Archie, then he stopped and Drip started,
came
and
up.
Then Archie was like,
back.
man, I gotta start doing it again because he like, well, me and Archie have been in contact. There lots of collab stuff.
Lots of collabs coming.
Yeah, things have been crazy. Kind of different times, but now they're like both doing it together. So
yeah.
There's no like competition between the two.
It's all one.
It's like one love.
We're all one fam here.
Fam. Fam.
It's all in the. It's a throat kind of thing.
Fam.
It's all Adam's apple control.
Kyle, leave it to JT.
What up, fam?
I don't think I'm gonna steal that. I can't do it. I go, what's up, guys?
What's up, guys? Welcome.
See, you can at least do mine. I can't do yours though. I mean, yours is so unique. That
it is very. I don't know how that happened. It kind of happened. I think I told you. I think I had like a random voice crack probably.
And then you're like, I'm keeping.
And I was like, that's actually kind of catchy.
Vlog Air Force said, are Navy soldiers on a ship rather than a base, or is it the same?
You're
not a soldier though.
I am not a soldier. I am a seaman.
Now, but
I am now a seaman.
You were.
I was an airman.
Isn't that confusing?
Isn't it confusing? I'm not a soldier. I'm a sailor, but I'm not an airman. I'm an airman, but I'm a seaman. See, it's very.
The Navy doesn't know what's going on.
The Navy's.
I'm just an airman. Like, we just leave it at that.
Dude, we're changing stuff. It's a big tradition. I was an airman. I'm squadron. I'm aviation in the Navy.
But you were on a ship.
I was on a ship though.
I'm not on a ship. Air Force pretty much sticks to our bases, but you guys have the chance.
I'm doing my thing with my aircraft, and they're like, hey, we need your squadron to go on deployment with the boat, with the ship, to protect the ship. Squadrons are like, all right, let's go. So you get the F-18 squadrons, the Hilo squadrons, all the squadrons. We're going all out on deployment with you.
Can go on the boat, and then you come back, and you were stationed at a base, though.
Correct.
But then they would take your squadron sometimes and put them on a boat.
Correct.
So you got
basically,
both.
it'd just be like taking your Air Force.
You didn't just live, like, for the whole 4 years, you were on a boat.
No.
You were, like, half of it, you were
I had
on
about
a base.
almost 2 years seat time.
So 2 years on a boat, 2 years off a boat.
Yeah.
And me 4 years in. And
all land.
All at a base.
Land ho.
Navy doesn't just live on a ship for years at a time.
No.
Which is a misconception I think people might have.
Right.
The champ that runs the camp said, what are the chances of dying in the Air Force?
I think I made a video titled like, will you die in the
So
Navy?
should people just watch that?
We can go here.
It's not very high in the Air Force, honestly.
No.
Like, I think I've heard of more deaths that were either drinking related,
those are going to be all your
vehicle related,
ARIs, DUIs.
More deaths in the 3 years I was in Japan because of those at home station than people being out or deployed.
And you know, it's hard to. I mean, suicides obviously. That's going to be a high mortality rate than mostly anything, which is scary to say.
The military has a pretty more than other careers or.
Right. It's not a topic that we like to talk about. As you can see, once I brought it up, we're kind of picking our words really carefully. Yeah. If you're, in the Air Force and you're getting deployed, you might be stationed in the Middle East. So if you're there, maybe a random mortar could fly onto your base. But that's, it's more dangerous to drive on the freeway in a metal cage doing 80 miles an hour.
I know,
so you kind of have perspective.
Tons of people have been deployed, and the whole time they're there, nobody on their base died. But yet they had every month or so a mortar attack, and nobody would be injured.
Being in the Navy, so when we're out at sea, me working on the flight deck, obviously I'm going to have a higher chance of perishing than somebody working in an office.
When you were on the boat, did you ever have anybody go overboard?
we had one person jump off the ship and commit suicide, and we had somebody try to jump off the ship, and my friend literally, the smoke pits on the ship are at the edge, right, of the ship, you know, so obviously you get all the smoke out, and this dude tried to jump off the ship from the smoke pit. My friend literally grabbed him, pulled him back as he's on the other side of the rail. Just imagine, you know, if you're going through some mental stuff and you're trapped for 40, 50 days internet, straight, nothing's completely isolated. I can definitely see how that can how it can affect people like that. We're always here. There's somebody always for you. You know, chaplain is a great person. You have chaplains in the Air Force, right?
And
so they're always.
They can't tell anybody.
Please talk to somebody. Definitely. We are here to listen. We're here to help. We understand the struggles. Don't think that you're the only person, you know, experiencing this. Trust me, we know.
Because we had this conversation where like everybody goes through the exact same thing. Just most people don't talk about it.
Right. It's not a thing that's talked about, but.
Like everybody usually feels the same way, just nobody brings it up.
Yeah, it's kind of, you just kind of dig, you know, just kind of keep it deep down as you can, but it should be something that people talk about.
As far as work related though, on an aircraft carrier,
you're of course, yeah, you know, you just don't get run over by aircrafts, don't get chopped up by a propeller. Make sure your flight deck qualified if you're working on the flight deck, and you're good. You know, if there's big storms, people are like worried about, oh, am I gonna go overboard? Everything's secured when we're going through a storm. Besides the people on the flight deck, we're the ones going up there securing everything in the storm, but everybody else...
You guys don't have to have like harnesses walking around? Like,
we're in 40 knots of wind.
You're like over there just getting blown around. Like, you're like, let's tie this aircraft down.
Yeah, 12, 18 chains.
So this is why working on an aircraft carrier is very dangerous.
Yeah, but you know, it's me talking about it now. I remember that adrenaline, that rush.
You're getting all hyped. All of a sudden.
I'm getting hyped right now.
Ryan Harrison said family life with a child.
Air Force family.
Did you hear all the stuff he was just talking about?
Exactly.
Like, you're stuck out on a boat, you can't talk to people.
We can't, our communications are null, you know, pretty much, especially if you're combat deployed on the boat. There's going to be a thing called River City where it shuts down all communications, no email, no phone. We have pay phones on the ship. You have to use a calling card. The only internet is email, sometimes Facebook, but like very in a blue moon.
So for us on deployments, we get the luxury of, you can take your laptop, you can get Wi-Fi. Most deployed locations, I haven't really heard anybody be deployed and not have that luxury of internet to be able to FaceTime at least like once a week, if not every day. You get off work, you work a 12 or 13-hour shift, you come home, you talk to your wife, your kids, go to sleep, wake up, do it again. That's
why the Navy divorce rate and issues relationship, it's so high, you know. If I'm not talking to my wife for a week,
they forget who you are.
Who's, you know, oh, here's Billy Bob over here.
I think Army has the same problems.
Yeah.
So, it's just military in general.
Yeah, Air Force definitely more family-oriented branch.
But all military branches are pretty hard on family lifestyles.
It's all hard.
Nia Thomas said, which one has better lifestyles? I feel like lifestyle-wise, it's an obvious choice.
When you say lifestyle, are you saying like the day-to-day grind?
Yeah.
Like your free time?
Yeah.
You're kind of...
That's what I would take it as.
Hearing more about the Air Force, you guys have to deal with so much bureaucratic paperwork. That's the stuff that I don't want to deal with.
Yeah.
I want to go in, do my job. If I'm not deployed, I want to go home.
Do my job and then go home and do my thing.
But that's where the paperwork comes in to play. And that's where the bureaucrats come into play. And
lifestyle or living conditions? I still think Air Force living conditions. I think Air Force trumps everything.
Because that's why we're so much animosity. You guys have the best barracks.
Yeah. Everybody hates on us because they ain't us.
The best.
They hate us because you ain't us.
It's true. I'm openly admitting I'm jealous. I want his barracks.
He would join the Air Force.
I tried.
If he tried to join another branch.
I would join because.
And I would not join the Navy.
You would not.
Sergey Vlachkov said if a strong airman like Kyle and a strong sailor like JT Suits were to arm wrestle, who would win?
Dude, we going? Is it about to go down?
It is. Let's do this.
Oh my god.
Go.
I don't know, like how hard to go. Are we gripping the table? I'm like using the table as leverage. Dude, we're too similar. Too similar. Someone's got to a tomato.
I know.
Tomato, tomato.
Yeah! It's hurting my elbow so hard. I tried so hard. Well, there you go. Navy is stronger.
What fam?
Airborne said, what's harder, sitting in a chair all day or sitting in a chair on a boat all day?
Oh my god, dude.
I'd say it's pretty much the same, you know? Can you handle motion sickness? Really, that's all that matters.
You know, the Air Force, we give them a lot of slack for the chair force, much love, much respect. You know, like I said, it's.
I think some people take it too. Like,
they take it, yeah.
I think civilians
don't know how much that it's just a joke. You know, it's a running joke. A 200.
It's like serious, but it's a joke. But we have that like military humor.
Yeah.
That civilians don't have, and so I think some people take it to heart.
The thick skin.
Like we really hate you guys.
They're like, oh my god. Wow.
It's not like that.
You're very rude.
Andy Bay said, is joining the chair force a good stepping stone? Don't take that the wrong way, Mr. Goat. I mean, Gott.
Like I said, Mr. Goat. You know, an accident, but you are the goat. Yeah, we are the goats.
It is a great stepping stone. I take that as not doing 20 years. Stepping stone is like you do your enlistment and then you go do your whatever else you want in life.
Project your life.
What the heck? Oh my goodness. I think 4 years would be like perfect. I signed 6 years. It's still a great stepping stone for me because I'm not making this a 20-year commitment.
It's not a huge, but it does take up a portion of our early 20s.
Yeah, which kind of I'm getting out at like 27, and I'm like, man, I don't have much time before I start a family. So
exactly,
it really puts me. That's what the 4-year thing. I would have been getting out right now. So
you'd be young.
I'm at 25.
GI Bill, college,
and so like that's also if you join at 18, that's a huge stepping stone for you. 4 or 6 years, you join at 18, you're out at 24.
That was my plan. That's what I did. 18, got out at 23. I'm about to be graduating next fall at,
so was the Navy a good stepping stone?
Literally, I tell this to everybody. The military, the Navy, it was the best thing for me. It's the best thing.
It was like it was like a swift kick in the butt.
I just when I think of like how many good benefits came from it, like yeah, it's a lot of work. It's hard. Things in life aren't easy though, man. If you don't want to put in the work, if you don't want to put in the grind, then what's the point? You have to. Things just don't fall from the sky.
The point is to just work the rest of your life till you die.
Right, no, you gotta put in this grind now, right? In our early 20s, so it pays off.
For motivated people and unmotivated people, I feel like it's a good stepping stone either way. Because for the unmotivated people, you can ride out 20 years. For the motivated people, you can do your enlistment, you can get out like what he's doing right now. What I plan on doing, and it gave me that motivation of like, I don't want to go back to working 50, 60 hours a week.
And this never would have happened, YouTube, if it wasn't for...
So yeah, this
wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for the military.
Because of that stepping stone, now we're here making this video.
Now we're here making this video. I'm about to graduate. He's about to get out. He just bought a home. We're both 25. That's pretty incredible. It's definitely something that we're gonna look back on and we're gonna be like, that was kind of a pain.
If I did 20 years, I don't think I would enjoy it. But
no.
Looking back after being like, I did 6 years, I'm glad I did that. Yeah. I think that's gonna be the case.
I'm going to school for free. They're paying me while I'm in school.
You're getting paid.
I'm getting paid to learn.
Yeah.
It's a good gig.
So especially for those of you that want to go to college,
it's a great step.
Don't want to do 20 years.
It's the best.
Awesome, yeah.
Especially the life experience, the traveling, everything that I learned helps me. I use that now.
What about all the people that you grew up with back home that are 25 now?
Right, they're
they never left your hometown. Everybody has those people.
You know what they're doing. Everyone has those people.
Are they saying still the same thing? 25. I can't wait to get out of here. I want to leave here.
Yeah.
They're saying, but they never did.
No.
See, use that stepping stone. The Greyhound 69 said, "What are the differences between Air Force dorms and Navy dorms?"
You get your own room.
Yes.
Regardless of your room.
Yeah, I have my yes. You could be a one striper. And you get your own bed in your own room. Not in tech school. Why is that? We were split the same as you guys.
Is that just because of budget and you guys get more money to do that?
It's because the Air Force has a better lifestyle.
I just want to know why I, as an E4, I have to have a roommate.
Leadership somewhere way up said something and they followed it.
I know, like...
To be because of money? I don't know. I'm assuming it's probably because of money.
It has to
be. Maybe the Air Force just gets so much extra money and...
I'm guessing. I don't know. Why do they shove 4 sailors?
Because Marines do the same thing. But
you get 4?
But Marines are a department of
the Navy.
Yeah,
so it's the same.
So it's the same. Army also bunks up like that, but Air Force is completely different. So I don't know why of all the branches, of the 4 branches, the Air Force gets a completely different
interesting
dorm lifestyle.
I'm sure, like, obviously we're making guesses why, but
I don't have time to research.
I don't have time to research that. That'd be something good to know, though.
Yeah, that is interesting to think about. I don't know why.
Budget reasons.
But that's why I joined the Air Force, because I didn't want to live like you guys.
Exactly.
Wolf said, "What's the pay for both?" In the military, everybody gets paid the same.
Same across the board, the base pay. Army, Marines, Navy, Coast Guard, E1, E2, E3, E4, E5, E6, time and rate, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years.
As far as the pay goes, you guys get different incentive pays here and there.
Right.
You get different. Depends on like where you're getting deployed or TDY. There's some benefits with those. For the most part, it's pretty much the same. Like we can get hazard pay just like you guys.
Yeah.
You get family separation.
Correct.
And then you guys might get some other
extra pays that we'll get. You know, being on a ship, you'll get sea pay. Working on the flight deck, you'll get flight deck pay.
See, if you're air crew, you get flight pay. So there's all these extra pays that you can get, but base pay throughout all the branches, same. Elena Pyle said, what is the minimum for push-ups? 42?
42.
Something, 38?
38?
You get 2 minutes, we get 1.
I get 2 minutes, he gets 1.
Set, go.
1, 2.
Alright, break.
Let's take a break. Alright, who's turn to count? Your turn.
Oh gosh.
I know, it's hard. It's hard when you don't count. Alright, I'll count. 31, 32, 33. My chest. Oh, dude, you might win. I'm out of shape.
35.
Well, I'm gonna fail it, ABBT.
36.
I failed.
We don't qualify as seamen. We're failures.
I haven't PT test since Nava.
Dude, you killed it with Nava.
I know, but that's the last time. I haven't done push-ups since then.
I thought you guys were in the military.
We are.
We are, but I only test once a year. I made a video all about the Air Force PT test. You guys check it out.
Me too.
No way. You did one about the Navy?
Who would have thought I'd make a Navy PT video?
You did one making fun of me.
Yo, do you like that?
Yeah, it was hilarious.
I had a chair
on your head.
Come on, count.
That guy was filming you.
What am I at?
That guy filmed you.
Kyle Gott, where you at, bro? I was so tired after that run. The wind resistance.
Devin has a 10-foot iPhone charger.
That is a smart man.
Yeah, that's the most genius thing.
I know.
And this fits your entire studio apartment. You can just plug it in one place, anywhere you are in the apartment.
Make it a little longer. You can be on the.
Like this is literally his apartment right now. I'm on the other side.
LA.
Tom English said, when in the Navy and Air Force can you move out of the dorms? For me, you can move out usually around your 2 to 3 year mark. That's the norm. Put on E4, you get put on the list. And
in the Navy, we're stuck until E5, unless you're married.
That's overseas though, right? What about stateside? Can you guys move
No,
off base?
you can't get BAH. You can't apply for off-base housing. You can't apply for BAH until you make E5.
Guess what? I'm in E4 and
Or you're married.
And I own a house. E4 and I own a house.
He's doing it the right way, guys. If you're gonna be word vomit. If you're gonna be in, use your VA home loan. Do what he's doing. Buy the house. Get all that equity. All that equity. Kyle Gott, he's doing it right in the military, boys.
Eric Zavala said, what are the best jobs to get in the Air Force and also in the Navy? The best job is the job that you want.
The job that you want. You, yourself. You know, people always ask those questions, but you know, they're always like, what's the best job? What do I don't know you. Me and Kyle, we don't know you, you know? What is your inklings? What are you more...
Like, I would never say my career field is the best for me, because it's not what I want to do. There's other career fields that would be better for me, but those aren't necessarily better for you.
Exactly.
So there really isn't a best job in the Air Force. It's like a best job for you.
For you.
Air Force or Navy. Bradley Shamp said quality of single life. You get to have a lot of fun when you're single in the Navy.
Yeah, I mean, God, you're going to Thailand.
Yeah, I wish they sent me.
We're going to Thailand, boys. We're going to Singapore.
And Dubai.
We're going to Dubai. We're going to the Mediterranean. If you're single, if you're in the Navy, traveling,
that's a dream come true.
If you want to party it up.
So if you're married, Air Force probably a safer bet. If you're single,
family life. Single though,
want to have fun,
travel.
Maybe the Navy. Jonathan Polanco said, how often is the PT test?
I only test once a year.
What is that? What are you talking about?
Ours is every 6 months, unless you score over a 90, then it's once a year. So I score over 90, get around at 98 every year. So I just test once a year.
You max it out.
Yeah, I try. I'm so close to maxing out, but I don't get there.
In the Navy, twice a year, unless you are out deployed on the ship. If you're on a boat in the middle of the ocean, then the physical aspect of it is waived. You still have to weigh in, make weight. The Navy, it's very lax. I want to say it's probably the easiest. It's one of the easiest branches for PT. It's easier than the Air Force.
Dang.
You guys have...
I'm surprised you would even say that.
Well, look, they give us 2 minutes to do 60 push-ups. They're to do 40... No, 42 is the minimum, and you have 2 minutes. So, hey, thanks, guys. Thanks for coming out to the video. We appreciate the support. On the road to 100K here. Guys, let's get to 100K subs. Let's get to 100K
on this channel.
On this channel. And let's get all y'all. I'm going to grab all 80K of you, and I'm going to put you into mine. We'll take them. Now I got 100 now. I'm Kyle.
See, he's at 20,000, so he needs you guys right now to help
I need
him.
the fam. Come over. Come on.
Which we're actually shooting a second part to all of this on his channel. So if you guys want to see the second part.
If you want to see more of me, of this mug here, and more of Kyle.
I know you probably don't.
They're probably sick of me by now. I don't know how, because like my fans, they're very receptive to my obnoxiousness. Sometimes I can get it.
So you might get like 3 people.
3 of you, I will appreciate
if we can just get him 3 subscribers.
I will respect you.
His link's gonna be down below, and I'm gonna throw one up here, so you guys can go subscribe.
Yeah.
JT Suits.
JT Suits. No, thanks guys. Hey, hey. I really appreciate you letting me here on the Kyle Gott channel. Dude, it's great to see you. It's great that you're out here in LA.
I'm glad we finally get a collab.
You're back.
I think you commented on my videos like over a year ago.
I know. I was like, hey, let's do a collab. And no, it's great, man. So thanks again, and I'll see you guys soon.
As usual, all social media links are gonna be down below. Also, click subscribe. Also, subscribe to him, and we will see you guys in next video, which is gonna be on his channel.
Peace.
Peace out.